Yo, man, I was talking to this dude who's in a master's degree for cybersecurity, and I've talked to a lot of, graduate students and postgraduate students and undergraduate students, and I have to say, man, I was a bit alarmed. I was a bit taken aback, like, wow. We were talking about the creation of the internet. Now, keep in mind, this dude already has a degree, and he's in a master's program, and he's like 2 semesters away from completing his master's, right? So, so like a year out. So we're having this conversation, man, about cybersecurity. We're just talking about, like, general principles. And, I mean, man, no disrespect, but, like, dude didn't know when the internet was created. He didn't know where it was created. In terms of the different analogies, like the spine of the internet, excuse me, the backbone, spine, central nervous system of the internet, in terms of its topography and the taxonomy, the inner workings, the guts of the internet, he had, like, no idea, like, how the internet was and is structured and laid out and configured and designed. And I'm like, what could he possibly be studying? Like, I'm guessing not networking, because how can you be in networking and not understand, like, network configuration and network architecture, campus design? Like, how can you not understand the core, the root, the beginning of the internet and how it all began? And I realized, man, I found out that nowadays what these fucking professors do is they give these students books or PDFs, and they're like, all right, we're just going to dive right into it. This is what you need to get a job. I mean, listen, that's not every course, that's not every program, but it's a lot of these programs, man. And a lot of these kids, if they have any type of, and I'm just saying they're kids because I'm typically twice their age, but if they have any type of coding skills, any type of background in coding, programming, it's usually fucking Python. There's usually, like, no Java involved. And I started off with core Java, and now it's full stack. But the point is, man, like, 98% of these youngsters who I talk to, it's all fucking Python. And then if you mention anything Java related, they just get, like, a blank face. And then they just have a blank face. And then I'm like, so no Java? And they're like, no, I've heard of it. And I'm like, really? Like, are you familiar with Oracle products? And if they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, I've heard of Oracle. Yeah, I've heard of that. For those who have. I'm like, all right, so Sun Microsystems, right? And they're like, no, not familiar with Sun Microsystems. And I'm like, you're familiar with Oracle, and you've heard a little bit about Java, and you know some Python, and you've never heard of Sun Microsystems. And you're in a master's program almost completed? I'm just saying, man, this shit is weird nowadays.